Ankle.
It's feeling all right now. We'll know more, in the next few days. Just figure out what exactly is going on. But feel pretty good right now.
What happened on initial testing or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, right now everything's things are pointing towards dodging a bullet. So hopefully that's the case as we move forward here. But like I said, feel pretty good right now.
What happened on the play when you got hurt?
It just got rolled up a little bit. Foot got caught, and but like I said, I think it was able to slide out there before there was too much damage done, and so we'll see over these next few days how it responds.
What did Fred say to you as you were coming out?
He's just saying he's not trying to hurt anyone out there, which I know that, so I appreciate him, and he plays hard, so he was just checking in, making sure.
Cooper, I know you still got to look at the tape, but as you stand here now, how do you describe the vast difference between this offense in the first half and the second half?
Yeah, well, the first half, we had 4 drives if you count the last one. You go 3 now in the first drive, and then you put together 17 play drive, followed by a 9-play drive. I mean, two drives in a row that I thought we executed really well. I mean, there's a couple times we got behind the sticks, but we were able to make plays and get back and get some first downs. And second half, I thought there were just a few missed opportunities. I haven't watched the film yet, like you said. From what I saw on the field, what I was able to gather just from the tablets on the sideline, I mean, it looked like they're just, we're so close. We're so close to being able to make some really big plays. I thought San Francisco did a good job. It came out in the second half. They allowed cover 2. They matched some things really well. There wasn't a whole lot of opportunities to really catch and make plays after the catch. It seemed like there was a lot of times you're catching the ball and getting tackled right there. And that really comes down to us as receivers being able to create separation in those places so that you have the opportunity to run, and then being able to make a tackle and make some plays. And when games like this, when they're competing and they're able to make plays and feels like they're right on top of you, it just takes the extra effort, the little bit of extra strain to be able to make some big plays happen. But I do think we're going to watch this film and say, hey, we're right there. There's plays to be made, and we just have to do a better job of making sure those ops, we make them count.
Just a couple more. To have a more productive running game.
That's huge. I mean, it is. I mean, that's obviously a point of emphasis. You never want to be one-dimensional. Being able to hand the ball off and be efficient. There's lots of ways to do that too. It's not always about truly just handing the ball to a running back. There's ways to get around the edge. And we saw that a little bit with some of the fly sweep stuff. I mean, some of the run alerts, some of the little things you can do that are just extensions of the run game as well. Make guys come up and tackle, make plays. We got to do a better job of that. I mean, and point blank period, we have to do a better job running the ball. There's no getting around that either. Finding some ways to be able to do that, allow the play action to come to life, and also be able to keep people out of playing, cover 2 stuff where they're going to say, hey, we dare you to run the ball and try to beat us on the ground, and we got to be able to do a better job of either beating that, finding ways to attack, those coverages through the air, or be able to hand the ball off and be efficient running it.
Yeah, Cooper, on that point, when you are seeing some success with a manufactured run game in terms of the screens and the sweeps and those types of things, but maybe less success in the traditional run game that you guys have liked to deploy, how does the defense change how they play you in that regard?
When that's not happening? Yeah, well, I think you can kind of see a little bit of that. I mean, what happened in the second half there, I mean, I think we've seen it before, but being able to get in those places where they're playing cover 2 and you're playing against, 6-man boxes in some situations, I mean, it makes it tough. You got to be able to find ways to run the ball efficiently and stay ahead of the sticks there. And, I mean, credit to those guys. I thought they had from what I was able to see, a pretty good plan up front. I mean, they do a lot of different stuff with slants and twists and all this different stuff to kind of mess up some of the combinations you work with up front. But we have to find a way to do it. And I know we got the right guys. I mean, everyone is coming to work every single day with a great attitude, great mindset, wanting to find a way to make sure that they're doing the best that they can for this team. And we just got to keep trusting the process, keep going, pushing, and we'll find a way to make it happen.
Cooper,
last one.
Sean kind of intimated that he was kicking himself for putting you in harm's way there late in the game. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, I know he is. I mean, beyond just the coach that he is, he cares about his guys and about his players, and so I know he feels bad about that. But at the end of the day, you're playing a football game. You're calling plays. It's third down. Let's get a first down. So I'm obviously don't hold anything against him in that regard. It's just it's a violent, random game, and you play it as hard as you possibly can until the fourth quarter hits zero, and I can respect that and appreciate that.
From us, I think we can be better. I can be better, obviously. Some chances to keep drives alive on third down. Didn't do a good enough job on some of those. It was a nice first half, played well, and just didn't do enough in the second half to give ourselves a chance.
How do you correct those things?
Just continue to work. Continue to trust the process that we go week in and week out with. Keep trying to find ways to get the ball down the field, score points, run the ball effectively, all that kind of stuff.
Do you think you guys got predictable because of being behind the chains in the second half, and that was a big cause of the issues with the offense in the second half of the game?
I do not think we're predictable. I do think we can be better on first and second down. There's no question. This game is a whole lot easier when you go first down, second down, first down. And getting ourselves in some tough third down spots against a good defense like that is going to be a tough challenge. We can still make some of those plays, myself included. So, just got to be better. Really, all three downs, to be honest with you, in the second half.
Can you take us through your rushing?
How in depth you want to go?
All the way.
Yeah, got to the edge. They did a nice job of covering our guys, and just tried to find a way to get in, and was able to scoot in there.
Matthew, after they went up,
Yep.
After they went up 17-14, going 3 and out on the other side, kind of what does that do in the moment in terms of finding that second effort and that rallying to kind of be taken?
Yeah, tough. Didn't have any momentum in the second half. There's no question about that. We got to do a better job of keeping our defense off the field there, sustaining a drive, pinning them deep, trying to find some points, something. It's one of those games that you knew was going to be back and forth, and we just didn't come up enough, on offense there in the second half.
And Tyler was very clearly frustrated with himself after the 3rd and 3, the drop. What do you say to him after a moment like that?
Tell him I should have thrown it at his chin, and we keep it moving. Everybody has their hand in football. It's an imperfect game. I wish I would have thrown that thing right out in front on his chest and let him keep running with it. So, I appreciate the kind of guy that he is and the football character that he has. I hope he feels like I have the same and wish I could have been better for him.
How important is it to establish a running game?
I think the more balanced you can be, the better, the tougher it is to defend, I would say. I think we've done it at times, running the ball. We've done it at times throwing the ball. We got to be able to, do it a little bit more consistently, both those aspects of the game.
When you rush, dive for the pylon, touchdown pass to Cooper, do you have a sense that maybe this is the game you guys are going to put everything together?
I've played this game long enough, and we got to do it every single drive. Just because you have a good drive here or there, doesn't mean the game's going to go that way. It's a 4-quarter football game for a reason. We definitely had some good momentum on offense, playing well in the first half. We just weren't able to sustain some of those drives in the second half on third downs that I wish I could have been better better on.
You were hit a lot more in the second half and under a lot more pressure. What did they do differently on the line to get to you in that second half?
They brought a few more pressures, but it wasn't anything exotic that we hadn't seen. I think I wish I could have gotten the ball out quicker a few more times, giving our guys some opportunities to catch and run. That's the job of the quarterbacks to move the chains, and I got to do a better job.
Matthew, just when you describe that you stand here now, the frustration of losing to this team twice.
They're obviously in our division, which is the worst part, to be honest with you. But other than that, a loss is a loss. I don't care who it is, too. It's frustrating. We put a lot of time and a lot of effort into coming out here and trying to find ways to win a football game, and when it doesn't happen, it's disappointing. But you got to move on from it. Watch the tape, learn from it, and move forward because we got another game next week. We got to go out there and play well.
What was the biggest difference in that second half? Did you just not being able to get off the field and giving them, I guess, convertible situations?
They just made plays in timely moments, and we did.
Bobby, this week Raheem talked a lot about how in the first time you guys saw them, they moved the front around and then ran some different things with their run game, despite moving the front and causing the defense to flow a certain way. Sean kind of mentioned that being one of the errors on the defensive side today. Kind of wondering what you saw in that regard, and if there was maybe a sense of guys maybe just trying to do too much per play.
I'm not sure on that. I think you got to watch the film and see what that looks like. They definitely came with a different wrinkle, but again, yeah, I got to watch the film and see what happens.
Bobby, were you guys out there too much today on the field in the second half, you think, defensively?
I'm not sure. I just know they scored more points in the second half than they should have.
How tough can it be in a sort of a scramble drill situation that McCaffrey, the receiving touchdown, for guys to cover that long, first of all, but then also for people to navigate that space up front as well?
It's tough, yeah. I mean, I think he just went to the flat, and then, he saw opportunity, turned the field, and Garoppolo found him. So, those are tough plays. We just have to figure out a way to make them.
Alan, can you take us through that drive, the penalty, obviously, after the big catch, and then kind of what happened?
Again, in that third quarter and a little bit of the fourth quarter, we just didn't capitalize as much as we needed to, in certain instances. Again, and then, they went down and got points. It's kind of changed the game. We had to put ourselves in a little bit better position to, get points. I think it's a different game. But, again, a couple of third downs that, that we're more than capable of converting. Again, we got to just execute, all the way across the board a little better.
Between some of the drops and then the 3 and out on the other side of 17-14, the second half of this game, would you characterize that more as mental mistakes for the offense as a whole, or?
Again, just not capitalizing. Again, whatever you want to kind of, credit that to. But again, the guys who got in this locker room, we can be better.
Does the game feel like progress at all for you guys as an offense?
I thought we started off good. Again, unfortunately, we just had some critical, third downs in the game that we didn't convert. Again, we got to just go look at the tape, figure out, what we can do better. But ultimately, I think that's what it was. Again, we got ourselves in some third and management situations. And I believe, if we do convert those, again, they went down and got points. That was the thing. We didn't stay on the field. We need to stay on the field.
What was your reaction to the taunting penalty?
Guys, we're gonna have Coach going into the auditorium.
I don't really want to speak on that, but at the same time, I guess that's how they're calling it this year, so we just got to be more aware.
It was crazy how well you guys played in the first half to be shut out in the second half. I know you still got to look at tape, it's fresh, but how do you describe that?
Again, we had a couple third down opportunities, and again, we could be better on first and second down, get into some more manageable situations, but again, just, converting and not letting the other team, giving them the opportunity to go get points. I think that's big for us, but again, going back to look at the tape, I thought, first and second down, I thought we could be a little bit more efficient and then, just capitalize and stay on the field on third down.
What do you think you guys need to do with Leonard to kind of start playing well and winning games consistently?
Look in the mirror, man, and just know you got to get better. It's going to take multiple guys trying to fight to get better. And I believe we can do it, man. The season's still early. I believe we'll get it done.
In your mind, when is the season not early anymore? When does that point come where you can't turn it around?
I'd probably say after 8, 9, 10 games, you'll realize where you at and where you need to be at. But right now, we got time, man. We got time to really make some noise if we turn it around right now.
Are there some lessons from last November where you guys had difficulty and then you kind of turned it around?
Yeah, there's some lessons, but we also got guys this new plan, so they gained an experience, and it's a marathon still at the end of the day. Can't let this one loss affect the rest of our season.
How was it for you? I was just saying, how was it for you to kind of finally get some opportunities and capitalize on them?
Damn, man, it felt good, man, to touch the quarterback, I wish we would have won, though, man. It would have been even better. But, yeah, man, it felt good to touch the quarterback. I ain't gonna lie to you, but damn, we lost. It kind of takes a little bit out of it, but gotta get better.
What was Sean's
Defensively, why was that second half so different for you guys?
Just didn't finish, man. It take 4 quarters to play a great 2 quarters, you know, but it takes 4 to win a game. And second half we didn't play up to our standard.
what was Sean's message to you guys after the game?
Lack of execution, you know. It's all on us, you know what I'm saying? We beat ourselves like every time we play them for some reason. Just gotta look at the film, get better, and beat the next team.